the Packers would be on. What's up?
What up?
What's up?
Hello.
What up?
What up?
Who's in the chat?
Guess who's back?
I'm back.
Marv is back from New York City.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was such a good time.
You look like you had a blast.
Oh my God. I still have more pictures to post.
Well, let's see who's all in the chat, guys, since we ain't all been together in over a week.
I took so many pictures that I had to start deleting apps just to keep pictures.
Oh, no. Hey, Jill.
We got Jill.
Stephanie, Dee, and Jacqueline, and
I see a new name.
I see
yeah.
the regulars all are here.
Haley Strader. I've never heard of her.
Welcome, Haley.
Welcome.
Haley.
She's over here scrolling, and I'm trying to scroll.
Stop it. It's my job.
She wants her job back, Frank.
Oh, well, she can have it. Because trying to make the goddamn thumbnail ain't no joke.
Hey,
Mark.
I took care of that. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah, but this one I had to do this morning. She said, go ahead and do a thumbnail without having a picture. I was like, all right.
I think she just used one she already had.
We got another new one I've never seen. Mark, Skilled Hands.
I saw
Yes.
her. Yeah.
What's
Hello,
up?
little Mark.
What's up, Polly? Nice
Polly.
to see you.
My
Jill,
Charlie.
Wanda from Missouri.
I love
Stephanie.
my Charlie.
Reese.
Molly.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Just to let everybody know, we do not have a specific topic we're talking about tonight. We wanted to do a live and to have a little bit of fun since Marv's back. She's been gone for a week. We're going to talk about her vacation and have open discussions on different cases. And if anybody wants to come up and shoot the shit with us on the channel, just let us know. We'll put the link down there in the chat, and anybody can come on.
We can talk about Kylie because I've been all over that one.
Molly. Hello.
Oh, speaking of that one, Shannon, I saw a thing today. Now they're talking about Mexico. And
Oh,
that's
I'm
what
so lost on
there's
that.
some weird stuff that I did not cover because there's a dude that got on Icked Mel and all that sort of stuff. And then, of course, there's a couple other YouTube creators that started to talk to them. And I was like, I don't know if I even want to go there. I think he's a troll. So,
Yeah.
No.
Barbara. Good to see ya.
Lisa.
Lisa. Vid Inquiries.
Sarah.
Hey.
everybody's showing up
Digital. Good to
tonight.
see ya.
yeah.
Everybody's showing up tonight.
Sierra.
Considering we're the only ones that've got a live scheduled, so
Oh, the rest of them don't have a live? Well, there you go.
nope. I checked it out before I came on.
So glad you're joining us real quick, Vid.
Hello.
Hey, what's up,
Stacy.
Longshanks? What's going on, peoples?
Hi,
Stacy.
Spacey. Long Shanks.
Long Shanks.
See, this is a good wind down from the week.
Oh yeah.
We
We walked.
we did four live.
No, it's not. It's not a feud. No, Olivia, I didn't mean a feud. Like Icked Mel. Well, here's the thing. Icked Mel talked to this guy. There's not. I don't want to say a feud. Okay, if I said feud, that's the wrong term. They're saying he's a white dude and then he's a black dude. I don't even understand why that even matters. And then that dude, he's a what is his name? I'm blanking on his name. He talked to him and he said he researched him and he's not who he says he is. And he was on Aaron Mole's show, thing. And I was like, what a hot mess. So anyway, if y'all want to know that drama, we could talk about it. But I prefer to keep it factuals.
Yeah.
Because I mean I'm cool with talking about like theories, but I'm careful about that stuff because every single case, it gets into that and it gets real dramatic. Oh, Gratch just went live. What a shocker.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say that to her. Somebody better jump on his channel to make sure he ain't doing anything he ain't supposed to be doing.
But yeah, thank you. Like, yeah, I didn't mean it that way. Yeah, there's a lot of just back and forth. It's the dude, the dude who offered up his car, which he's some artist or something. I never even heard of the guy, but anyway, but it's gotten a lot of crazy stuff with her, and I'm covering it. But yeah, Ryan Upchurch, that's his name. I didn't even know who he was. Apparently, he covered some Summer Wells stuff, but that's also a rabbit hole. So yeah.
Trusted Justice, did you get my email that you asked? Get our email that you asked for. Bev Isme. Who's that? I've never seen that name before either.
Hello. Yeah, Ryan Church.
Wow.
We got some new people today.
Oh yeah.
So D, is he broadcasting this feed? I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, he was. I'm not going to do it. That's one of our
No.
rules. I'm not going there.
Okay. We'll be nice.
So
Whew.
I figured that I added it up and we did around 140,000 steps
Wow, that's great.
Wow.
in the time that we were in New York. And I actually got a badge for my Fitbit for the number of
Cool.
stairs we did.
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah,
Well, I
you
felt it
walk like
all
crazy.
this week. All this week I have felt it. My knee has hurt. My hips have So I would not trade it any 1,000 years. It was a great time in New York. So beautiful with all the lights.
Yeah, I last was there in 2017.
Haley's
Yeah.
asking when we're going to see Marky again.
That boy is so busy. He's doing band right now. So we just got back from New York. He's doing his band stuff. Tomorrow he's leaving with his aunt and uncle to go to
Well, she's got a brain fart.
I can't think of the name of it. The car races where they're just two lanes and they go straight down the lane.
Oh yeah,
Drag racing.
Drag
drag
racing.
quarter
He's
mile
going-
drags. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going there this weekend. I mean, the kid's on a go. The biggest, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on personally with us. My husband is going to be going down south, which is about 4 or 5 hours away during the week and coming home on the weekends.
Wow.
For the next few weeks, maybe possibly until the end of September for work. My daughter leaves for college next Friday, so she's packing and oh my God, it's crazy. But I'll get him on again with us. I got to get the kid a haircut. He just won't do it. He refuses.
You're his mother.
Okay.
Easier said than done.
Oh
my goodness.
You know how it was when we was kids. We didn't give no lip to our parents.
I know. Cesar says, how was Wicked? Wicked was amazing. I loved it. That was my first Broadway. And oh my God, I just sat there in awe. I loved every minute of it.
Cool.
The night before we went to Harlem to the Apollo Theater. And
That was
watched
cool that you showed that. That
Amateur
was
Night.
cool.
Yes, and we got to vote. So only if the person got enough booze, they actually got kicked off the stage. Only
Yeah.
one person got booed enough to get kicked off the stage. Randy, you would have thought that was a hoot.
Oh, cool.
Because throughout the whole performances, they're cheering and booing, and if the boos are louder and longer than the cheers, they come and they kick you right off the stage. I was like, oh wow, this is awesome. Yes, now I want to see like The Lion King, Phantom of the Opera, eventually.
I don't have patience for that kind of stuff at all.
Yes, Molly, she's going away. She'll be 3.5 hours away.
Wow.
So next Friday we drive her there,
Aw.
and I'm gonna be a wreck.
I'm sure
Oh,
she's
I know.
excited.
I know Purdue College is already jammed already.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ball State is too because they start Monday.
There's nothing like Broadway though, because I saw years ago. I saw Hugh Jackman on Broadway when he was doing The Boy from Oz.
Hey,
Here's-
Matt's in the
Hey,
It was
chat.
amazing.
Hey, Matt's
Hey,
in the
Matt.
chat. Hey, Matt.
Hello.
Nice to see you, buddy.
Yeah.
There
So,
he is.
Hello. I was like, wait a minute. Where did I didn't
stop
see
it!
him.
It's my job.
They're fighting.
Hey, Matt. Everybody would like to see your face, bro. Why don't you come up for a split second and say hi? You've been hiding too long.
If he wants to.
Yeah, I talked to him earlier about it.
He might be he likes his incognito-ness.
Well, he's been through a lot. He's been through a lot in the last couple of years when it comes to the Delphi case.
Yes.
So
his I love his stuff for sure. He's got the best information.
Yeah, so
Yep. That's
Love-
awesome. I love your I can't wait to see more of your
musical.
photos and stuff.
oh my gosh, I didn't take any photos on Saturday because we went to Coney Island.
Oh.
The
yes,
two boys
digital-
went on
Hold on.
all the roller coasters.
They are-
My daughter and I just sat there. We actually went on the boardwalk and on the pier and everything, and had some good mother-daughter time.
That's awesome.
Cool.
But I do have a lot more photos of the 9/11 memorial and all that good stuff.
Hey, look, Digital asked if that was Matt from Crime Dive, and I said yes. And then Matt comes back and said, "Yep, Crime Dive." I don't care what anybody says about Matt. I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a
my
nice
God.
guy. That's a nice guy.
Yes, Olivia, we know. We love Matt.
Everybody's asking about you. They wanted to see you.
Matt is people make mistakes in their lives, you know, and all we could do is learn from it.
Yeah.
And that's what Matt's doing. And, you know, I consider Matt, even though we've never met in actual person, but we talk quite a bit by phone.
What did you get?
I consider him one of my good friends. I do. You know, I understand what he's been through, you know, and everybody has the right to feel the way they do about the things that have been done. But sometimes you just got to let things go and move on. And
I like the owl. Sorry. Marv is
Here.
distracting.
yeah, she's distracting.
Did you get those from the Coney Island pier?
No, my son went to the fair today. He
I
said,
like the owl. It's so cute.
everybody says, "Come say hi."
It's squishy.
Come say hello.
It's squishy.
He doesn't want
Around
to.
the desk and say hi.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, Frank says you need a haircut.
He's so tall
Yeah,
now.
you do, dude. Don't let me
I
see
got a
you.
little haircut.
Hey, the next time you are in Delphi and I see you, I'm gonna have some handcuffs. I'm gonna put a bowl on that head and cut around it.
Bowl cut.
No, never in my life.
Never in my life.
Hey, it almost looks like you got one now, bro.
Yeah. Well, and who knew that his hair was so curly when it grew out? It's so
Wow.
curly. It's not even funny.
He's put on a little bit of weight, it looks like, too.
No, he just keeps getting taller.
Well, I can see it in his face. His face is filling out.
Yeah.
I don't think he's very happy about that. That comment.
What?
I don't know the
Very
weight.
panic.
Oh, he's just a kid. I mean, that's
you know.
expected.
He's a growing. Hello,
Jill says your hair looks fine, Mark.
That's what I said.
Check death. What's going on?
Are you is he trying to grow it out though longer? Because a lot of guys have it longer.
You went to the
wait.
fair. You said you were going to be home by after 5. It's now 7.
We went to Culver's.
Look at Tech. Keep it long, Viking style.
We went to Culver's and then we were reading bad reviews.
But they did say that
Hilarious.
the 80s style's coming back.
Yeah.
They have said the 80s style's coming back. So
Well,
It is though.
There's certain things from the 80s though we don't want back. I love the 80s, but there's certain things that we just need to leave with the 80s.
Yeah, true. My daughter set up our itinerary. She did a very good job too. There was one day that she wasn't feeling good that she stayed at the hotel, and Gray and Mark and I went to Central Park and took a bike ride.
Nice.
You know, somebody actually has a cart on the back of their bike and they pedal and you go for a ride. But it's a good thing that we did that because we would have never seen that whole park like we did.
It's huge.
It's too big.
Awkward
I
that
would
we-
never have been able to
Wouldn't
walk.
it? Yeah. Yeah, I remember all the Aquanet, the constant, and even
Oh my God, the women back then, or the girls, I should say.
But see, I was still young enough to not have this crazies hair, but there is some stuff that I was like, oh Lord. But some of the people had this big hair, I was like,
when they use a whole can on their hair in one day.
it was like you couldn't move it.
I like that. Aquanet, yeah.
Wind would even do nothing to your hair back then if you had that much Aquanet in it.
I used to go on a motorcycle and it didn't move.
Well, that's what they said. If you used all that Aquanet, all that stuff in the 80s and 90s, you probably weren't going to get COVID. That's what they were joking about. We did when we were in the 80s and 90s. I think we probably survived COVID.
Hey, Randy and Shannon, do you guys want to put your links in the chat box?
Yeah, let me go in there.
Hold on. Let me find it.
Yeah, that's
I'm over 500, you guys, and it's awesome, but I'm waiting. Apparently, it takes up to a week before you get a community tab. So I keep waiting for YouTube to present me with my tab. So apparently I'm still waiting because I keep checking. I'm like, okay, hurry up, YouTube. So y'all will see me once I get it. I'll probably be posting going, hey guys, what's going on? It's like I'll get all excited, then eventually I'll just be like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. You see what Mark said, JW.
Okay.
JW, only person I know with those initials is Jerome Weiss.
Well,
Randy, how was your trip?
Oh, it was fine. Same thing. It was like I'm in the heat wave over.
Oh, yes.
Pennsylvania. I'm like, come on.
I don't know about Pennsylvania, but New York, the first few days we were there was so hot it was unbearable.
Yeah, they had it like a different colors. If it's in orange, and everybody stays home and don't get out in the heat.
Oh, wow.
See, when I was in the military, they had a scale that was called the CAT scale. If you got up above a certain degree with the humidity, they called it CAT 1, 2, 3, or 4. And 4 was the worst, so they made us roll up our BDU pants to our knees and roll up our sleeves and everything because of the heat. Now in New York, Marv, you're close to the ocean, so you're going to get a lot of humidity from the water that's evaporated into the air. So
we got it. Let me tell you.
Yeah, it's probably still out there. Yeah.
I think Wednesday night it finally broke, and we were all so happy.
Thank you, Dee. Dee also just posted it.
I've been to every state on the East Coast except for New York and above.
New York, you got to go to New York, man.
I don't know about that, man, because New York's one of the roughest cities in the country, man. And I just
come on! I was walking around at like 1, 2 in the morning, and it was just fine.
I
remember walking by the
Scientologist. You know me well enough, Marv.
Ooh, it's the Scientologist.
you know me well enough. If somebody
Tom Cruise hanging around.
When I'm walking around, somebody gives me a cross-eyed look. Well, that motherfucker ain't from New York. I got a problem with that kind of crap.
Nobody bothered nobody.
They don't usually bother you there. I had like 2 incidents, and usually they're at like this transportation. I had somebody at the train station because we were in the elevator tell us that we shouldn't be using it. And then she got in my mom's face when I was there. And I told her, I said, well, my mom just hurt her knee and I just ran the marathon. She goes, I don't give a F in this. And I was like, and she looked like she was going to hit my mom. I thought, you go ahead and hit my mom. You see what happens to you. And I don't do that. I'm like, you go ahead and touch my mom. See what happens.
Hey,
we're both going to be in trouble.
Hey, Frank.
Yeah.
Right. JW, it means just wondering.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I was like, hold on here. Why are we talking about Jerome Weiss now?
Hello, Alexandra.
That's my neighbor, Lexi. She lives right next door.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool. Hello, welcome. Did anybody want to hear about the Kylie Rodney case, or y'all have had enough of it?
Me and Marv talked about this yesterday, and I was like, there ain't no sense in us even covering it because just about every YouTube creator's covering it right now. What are we going to cover that hasn't been covered already?
I know, that's why they're like, just go over to my channel. She has it. So I got all excited, so I put some on there. But I stayed away from some of the crazy stuff because I was like, I don't even know. It's like, it's crazy.
See, I didn't see no violence there. I mean, of course, there was sirens and stuff going off, but I didn't see no violence or anything. So,
Somebody's blocked. It's got a message saying they're blocked from the channel.
Who's not blocked?
Angela Lively. I don't know how she got blocked from the channel.
I wasn't on a live this morning. I called into a channel yesterday for a
Didn't
little
block.
bit. I also called into Chris's mob channel last night. Sometimes I pop in. I'm getting a little more bold and pop my face in sometimes. Usually call in and go, "What's up?"
Yeah, she just sent me a private message saying that she's blocked from the channel, and I don't know why you block somebody from the channel.
Who's blocked?
She shouldn't be.
Angela
I didn't
Lively.
see your name on here. When was her name at on the list?
Let me ask her. She's another Facebook group creator. She said she can't comment, but she can watch.
That's weird.
Can she go? I know you can go to her YouTube channel and unblock her that
That's
way.
what I'm looking at now.
Yeah, that's it. That's what Dave. I called in last night. I'm all cool about the Dylan Round stuff because I still haven't found anything, but he was, because Chris was so in depth in it. So I was like, yeah, I had to take a break off of that one because it's just intensive.
Nothing yet, Purdue RN. We haven't heard anything. It's all quiet.
The Riley case, after the first couple of days that I was looking at it, I came to a conclusion right off the bat. The girl was abducted. Or she's in a lake somewhere in her car.
It's so hard to hear you right now. You're so quiet, and Blade is so loud.
You need to give your dog something to play with or something.
Don't give him water.
How do I sound now, Marv?
You're still low.
I don't know why.
All of a sudden, you got really low.
Your volume down?
Nope, it's all the way up.
Okay. Huh.
All right, let me switch headsets here. Hold on.
Well, yeah, as far as Kylie, I think, honestly, you guys, I think.
Cool.
I mean,
Jake.
the friends are really suspicious. There's a lot of strangeness on the whole thing. I think that either she had an accident and she's somewhere, and with Adventures with Purpose going out there, they're supposed to be out there today. Either they're going to find her in the water somewhere, like they sadly found that couple, or, off the ravine, which I can't believe it took them like freaking 10 days to find them. But I guess you can't see it from the road. And, or, some kind of, she was abducted, but I don't necessarily believe her friends had anything to do with it, but they're definitely very odd. So they're definitely an odd bunch, especially Sammy. So she likes the attention for sure, if nothing else.
Hi, Spirit Ocean. Nice to see you. What's up from Strange, straight from the horse's mouth? Nice to see you too, bud. Can you guys hear me good now?
No, you're still low.
What the hell is going on here?
It was weird. You all of a sudden went low. I think it's your dog's fault. I think it's Blaze's fault.
Yeah, blame it on my dog.
Well, who else should we blame it on you?
Hey, it could be the operator sometimes.
Well, there you go. It's operator.
Pauletta Hansel.
Hello. Yeah, I don't like to, as far as this one, I say I speculate. This is my thinking on it, but I don't want to put anybody out there in these cases saying that they did something when they didn't. So I would say that they act kind of fishy or they act different, but we don't really know what's going on. And, all we can hope for is that Ellie and all that is obviously doing their thing. So
we got a message from Haley Strader wanting to know when we're going to do the Tabitha case, Marv.
I have to get a hold of Mark here. I'll send him a message here tonight and set that up.
Hey, Melissa.
hello.
Paula.
Yeah, that's possible too. Yeah, I don't know about the foul play. I don't know. It's like I said, it's very strange for sure. But I really, they're blaming the mom. I don't believe the mom has anything to do with it whatsoever.
My question is what the hell is a 16-year-old doing in a party with over 200 something people?
Okay, apparently this is a tradition for this area. So this is something that they've done for many, many years, Frank. So they go out to this campground, which is just a big, you don't have to rent it or anything. It's like a Prosser family campground. And they normally just go out there and I guess they just do pot and they have a little drinks, and it's not like as heavy as they said it happened to be, because normally they don't have all this other people coming and it's never that big. So it got really crazy, and it makes you wonder if something really did happen because of that. So, I only blame, her friends like Sammy for if, she left and something happened to her, because she just left her there. As a friend, you should look out for each other, even if you're not close. But, other than that,
with all the cameras around, you would figure out where she went.
Yeah, pot is legal in California, so they can all totally go get it. Apparently, according to the people that live there, say a lot of them on their way to the campground, they stop at the dispensary and they stock up. So, yep. So that's definitely, yeah, she's 16 and she just graduated high school. She was homeschooled, and she's supposed to go off to college. So, yeah, it's, the longer it takes, obviously, the worse you think. So,
Pauletta,
go ahead. For a sec, Randy. Sorry.
She asked me something. She said Randy might know. He lives there. What was the question, Pauletta? I didn't get the question.
Somebody asked if there was any updates on Delphi, and I know you already responded, but I did get a couple more names that I don't know if a lot of people knew about. I got
let's not.
I'm not giving no names. Right.
Mm-hmm.
We do got a couple names that are involved in the case, but since one was a minor at the time, we're still not going to mention her name. And we know the name of the person that came up with the young sketch, the second sketch that came out. So I have been reaching out to several different people, trying to get people to talk to me. I was advised by a good friend to get in contact with Robert Ives, the former prosecutor. And I was advised by this person that Robert will talk to you if you got the right questions and things of that nature. And now there's an FBI agent retired who's been on the case and following it too. And I've been trying to get in contact with her also to see what information I can get from her, or what her thoughts and stances in regard to this case.
Digger Dave says, do you believe that?
I do believe Robert will talk. He's no longer a prosecutor. I mean,
why would she stayed on the case? But he knew something was up.
Yeah, I have a feeling Robert Ives knows a lot more than what people think.
Well, then he's not going to talk if he knows a lot more than. He's been out of the case for how long?
5 years almost.
Exactly.
No, he left the prosecutor's office in 2018.
So he was there for 1 year, so he should have 1 year's worth of information.
Right. Which is a good thing, because they did the search warrant on Ron Logan's property the time he was in tenure as prosecutor.
Boston, are you talking about are you asking about the older man Delphi, or are you talking about Kylie? Because we jumped on Delphi. I guess you got to be specific on what you're asking about, because we're kind of talking about everything.
Hey, Dave, I'm not understanding what you mean.
YGS.
Well, we know who that is. That stands for Young Guy Sketch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't given up on the case, guys. Everything's just slow right now. And if you guys really look, just about all the creators are covering the same information over and over and over. And a good friend of Randy's, who's been asking me to come and see him play, Joe Johnson, made a comment. And what did he say? Oh, it's like beating a dead horse. You're beating over the same information over and over and over, and we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. When I see them posting Delphi, I'm like, what are they posted about? There ain't nothing new. you know, and it's like, you know, of course I have Reddit, so I'm always seeing Reddit, and they always, some of people come in, I just started following this. I'm like, oh boy, you
I'll
know,
be
it's
right back.
like,
All right. I mean, I've got my opinions when it comes to the Delphi case, you know, and one of the biggest ones that's really convinced me so far is the GPS ping of Ron Logan's phone at the crime scene between 8 and 10:15 on the 13th that evening. That almost tells me that he's got some knowledge or he's indirectly involved.
Digger Dave, you're on the right track.
No, she gave the
You're on the right track, sort of, but yeah.
the 16-year-old, Randy's even been looking into it too. He even posted something on his Facebook group about it today.
Yes.
She's the one that gave the description of the older sketch, the first sketch
Yes.
that came out.
And the law enforcement did not show her the photo of the guy on the bridge.
Right.
But
so
she did describe what the guy was wearing.
Yep.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah. They didn't show him like they did to Kate Weber. Show the photo, but the 16-year-old girl knew exactly what he was wearing. She described the jacket. She described the hoodie with the build part of he was wearing over his head, and she described the pants. So basically, that's what they needed to do, like they did to that 16-year-old girl. They need to let them describe what the killer looked like. Don't show the photo until they describe what they saw that day.
And I think that's where they got the description of this. The first sketch was from her, because she described the same thing before the picture or the sketch was even released.
Yeah.
Yes, trust and justice.
Oh, take care, D. I hope everything's okay, D.
Yeah, she's still trying to get over COVID.
That's all.
Yeah, I want everybody to hit that like button, guys.
Hit the like.
Hit them thumbs up, people.
Thumbs up.
Let's see here. Straight from the horse's mouth. Right. So, is the time of death of the girls confirmed? They're saying 3:30, but you know, I think that time of death is wrong.
I think the timeline is completely off, especially the early morning hours of that day.
Mike is better than it was. I don't know. Are you behind on the stream? Because you had issues for a while.
I'm not behind on the stream.
No, I'm talking about Mark. Might be behind on the stream. Because you sound fine. You sound better now. That's what I'm saying.
Thanks, Dave. Appreciate that. Super sticker, bud.
So, is your computer slow, Mark? At this point, the timeline is totally off.
Oh yeah.
It's not lining up. I did a timeline long time ago, back in December 3rd, 2017. And when other people are doing timelines, and I know I just watched somebody else's, and I said, well, here, look at my timeline. And he came back and say, he forgot similar things that I already said in the past. So that brings him more to the front of this case.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Randy. Savannah said both girls passed on the 13th. It's on their headstones.
I thought one was the 14th.
Well, once Anna made it for the 14th, and Becky made hers on the 13th.
They had an option of either one. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
They didn't legitimately know what day. So,
Dave, I have not heard about flannel shirt guy crossing the bridge at all. All I recall is him going to the north end of the bridge, and that was it.
Yeah, he turned back around when he kind of crossed Cheyenne, heading towards the bridge, and he's going away from the bridge.
So
Frank sounds like he's in the tunnel.
Can you all hear me?
I don't know why. He sounds fine now. That's weird.
This is
But
'cause
yeah, I
have
would like to get
my
we
mic
need to
up.
get together, Randy, because I would like to. We can all work. I would love to get a timeline that we can all have all in the same one, so that we could be like, this is the timeline that we've configured out. Because, like you said, everybody has the other one. They all reference the same one.
Well, we
Yeah,
don't.
well-
we don't do Reddit timeline. We've got another timeline that was created, and it's more accurate because it actually tells you who gave you the information
Well,
on
Yeah,
the
I
especially
timeline.
the 16-year-old girl was with a bunch of people, that high school group
Yeah,
that day,
She
and
was-
they were all leaving
when
before Libby and Abby showed up. So they left the area.
Mhm.
Go ahead, Randy.
So those bunch of people were leaving around or a little after 1:30 p.m. that day, way before Libby and Abby got there. And Libby and Abby knew those kids.
And see,
So
my
that's-
question about this whole situation with the morning time of the 13th.
Yeah.
Now, if you go back to the Keegan Klein transcripts, okay, clearly
Yep.
states that somebody from the Anthony Shots account was supposed to meet Libby at the Monon High Bridge at 8 a.m. Correct. And she never showed up. That's what they said. If that's the case, I want to know every person that Libby had contact with from 8 a.m. until they arrived at the Monon High Trails. We know that she called her dad to make sure that he was going to pick him up from there. We know that for a fact.
Well, because she
Go ahead.
should have asked her dad that
Before he
morning.
before he left the house.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Randy, if you don't have it published, I'd love to see what you got. So if you want to send it to me this weekend,
Sure.
because I would like to. Because I know there was my questions to some other ones too. I was like, I don't know.
But yeah, I did a timeline, 3 different videos of them.
Yeah,
So yeah, I'll send it to them.
yeah. I would like to know if she had any contact with anybody between those hours, because then you need to start talking to them people, because it's awful funny that when the girls arrive, everybody's leaving, and then all of a sudden they're alone with BG. So that told me whoever knew they were going to the bridge contacted somebody else to let them know, hey, they're there.
Let's see here. Olivia says, Randy, do you think the girls were killed where they were found? Well, there was enough blood in that area, but there's still controversy that they went someplace else. But with what everything's happening, the police has showing where everything was going at.
Police said that that's where it happened.
Yeah, they said. I thought so too. That when they say it was moved and staged, I don't think that it really means move some great distance or something.
No.
Like, people think that's what it means, and it doesn't necessarily. So
They said they were killed where they were found, but they were moved and staged.
So they set him up a certain way, however he wanted to do it, or he or they or whatever.
Basically, if they were murdered over on Kay Weber's property, there would have been tons of blood there, and no blood over at Ron Logan's property. So that would be the difference.
Yeah.
I'm expecting something to really come up in this case around November to January.
Yeah.
I keep getting this vibe because you know that Pickard's running against Liggett in the primary in November. And according to the polls that are out now, Liggett is not looking very good right now when it comes to the election coming up in November.
All kinds of craziness happening there. I know that From the Horse's Mouth was asking about Flora. We still haven't. We have so much more to go over. He was asking your thoughts on Yoder, Frank.
He was asking about the accelerants.
Yeah.
Actually, we've been told that numerous times, but there's, like Shannon just said, we've got so many documents. I can guarantee we're up to close to 1,000 documents when it comes to the Flora fires. And we haven't had a chance to go through all of them. So when the time comes for the Drew Yoder, then we'll talk about it. But we have been told that he had accelerants on his hands and there was residue of accelerants in the mask he was wearing, which I can understand the residue in the mask because being a firefighter, accelerants burn. And when you're breathing in that apparatus, you're going to suck in you see what I'm saying?
Thank
Yeah.
you,
Hey.
Boston Christian, for the super sticker.
Thank you.
Hey, Deb, nice to see you.
Hello, Deb. Yeah, because I know all of us need to get together when we finish the depots so we can try to figure out how to get this all covered. Because there's just so much in between, like all the other stuff we want to cover. So
Right.
it's like Delphi. They're just so big. That's why we all came together to do it, because it's like huge. It's like crazy huge.
Dave, who's Michael? I don't know who this Michael is that Gray's.
Oh,
I think
if you're talking about Gray Hughes, oh Lord.
I think he's talking about Hunting Evil. That Michael.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Don't
No,
kill
we
me.
never said Flora won't solve Delphi. We're just saying it's another Carroll County like
issue.
problem. Yeah, we never have said that Flora and Delphi murders are connected. Just that they have a lot of the same people.
Yeah, exactly.
They're all screwy.
All right, let's try to let everybody talk here. Go ahead, Randy.
All right, so Tech Def says don't kill me, just like Burger Chef murders. Well, yeah, it's kind of like that. That's over 40 years old now, and has not been solved. And they only finally, in 40 years, they show the knife they were killed with.
Yeah.
After 40 years, they did.
Yeah.
Why did they wait 40 years?
They on the 40th anniversary, the police had the knife, and they showed this is the knife what was killed these employees with.
Wow.
So is it going to be like 40 years? They're going to do that on these cases?
Wow, that's weird to be waiting 40 years.
Can you imagine?
Only in Indiana.
Yep.
Only in Indiana.
I'm sure there's another state or two that could be in part of that, but
Death Tech made or Molly, whatever. 48th worst in the country as far as solving homicides.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's 40? Who's the last one?
I don't know.
That's a good question, though. No, I haven't.
I have not listened to Murder Sheets podcast today yet, Vanessa. I am so behind being in New York for a week. I haven't even been in our email box yet. So
you're not going to get too much done in the next week, probably either, with your kiddo going to college.
I think go back to that real quick. Somebody was asking about the Michael. That might be that firefighter.
Oh, firefighter?
That Michael Capiani or whatever his name is.
Oh.
Hey,
Okay.
Babylon.
Hello.
Hey, TTM.
Yeah, 40 years was crazy. How long was it for the Green River? I'm trying to remember how long that was. That was pretty long. Let me look it up. No,
I don't know.
That was 30 plus years too, I believe.
Right, that was long.
yeah, I was going to say it had to have been over 30. Savannah says Michael. Okay, friend of CP. Okay.
Digital, yes. CP has a brother.
Possibly a twin?
I'm not sure, but I do know for a fact that he has a brother.
Well, they said the samples from 87 was what they got it in 2001 November. So it's got to be a number somewhere though here. Now I want to know. I'm gonna look real quick. 82. If it was 82 and they didn't solve it till 2001, I'm not really quick with math. 82 to 2001.
29.
See that about 30 years. There you go. And I think Paul Holes he might be unofficially looking into Delphi because yes, I heard he was asked because he was down there not long ago this year.
Yeah.
He posted a picture of himself by the Mahon High Bridge.
Yeah.
And I thought, come on, Paul. Yeah, buddy. You know, another one would be good to get involved if Kenda, man. And I don't know if you guys watch him, like, you know,
Yep.
Joe Kenda on ID. I love Joe Kenda. I'm like, man, it'd be cool if Joe Kenda got involved. He would be good at it too. He says, I will find you. I love him.
Hey, Profiler Row, are you talking about that Jen Coffin lady?
Rubber?
Whatever her name is. She's a retired FBI agent.
I love her.
Because I've been trying to get in contact with her. I left a message on Facebook and I left a message on her Twitter to see if she'll respond to me.
She's so busy though, I think.
Well, she's retired. She works a bunch of different jobs. So I was looking at her profile.
She gets a lot of work, I think, doing consulting now. And then she does she's like the expert on a lot of the news shows. So she ain't hurting for extra work in her retirement.
No.
I like her a lot.
Sandra, I don't know if they do have the weapon or not. They didn't say in any of the press conferences that they had.
Matlock. Yeah, Molly, I've listened to both of his books. I purposely listen to him because he reads them. I love Joe Kenda.
There it is. Capitanio.
That's how
You're
I never
changing my screen again.
Frank.
I'm going to do it again.
Yeah, I love Joe Kenda. I really do.
I love watching his
I feel like I want to contact him and go, would you like to investigate Delphi and Flora or one or both? That would be cool. His wife would be like, no. They just have a cold case he's working. They have a new thing they're been featuring on ID. I'm behind on it. They just started it this week. And they have a different guy playing him, though, because I guess they didn't get back the actor Carl Marino, who they had. I'm like, man, what happened to Carl Marino? He was such a good Kenda. He was such a good-looking fella. I like him. Sorry, guys. Gotta look at a good-looking guy, you know, when he's playing a detective.
What is this, Zooter? Wait a minute. Oh my God! At Babylonian Cowboy, we're 2 timing channels. What?
What?
What did I miss?
What happened?
Oh God. No. Do we have any
Who's
mods?
Zooter 15?
We don't have any mods in here.
Hang on.
Yeah, we do.
Who?
Dee was in here.
She left.
I'm on here.
I can fix something.
I'm watching too, so don't worry.
They turned down Paul Holes. What? That's because they don't want it solved then, for sure, because that's just ridiculous. Did he say that? Is that confirmation, Tech Death? Did he say that?
Well, that was a long time ago. They didn't want him on.
But recently, though, he was there. That's what I'm wondering.
He came to Delphi
recently?
Look into the story, but I don't think they wanted him to be on the case.
Hey, Marv, can you do me a favor?
What?
And wrench Deb.
There you go, Deb.
Boston. Yes, they found
Molly said she could do it too.
Yeah, Boston. They did found all the people who worked at Burger Chef.
Oh. Y'all, True Crime Design just posted a new video about Libby's room. I'll have to be watching that tomorrow because I won't be going to bed so early.
I don't watch her.
I think Marv does.
She was all right at the beginning. I mean, I ain't got nothing against the woman. There's just some things that I've noticed that I don't agree with, so I don't.
I watch them anyway just to see because they're short usually. So.
All right, Deb. I just gave it to you.
There you go, Deb.
You're rich.
All right.
What else do y'all want to talk about?
Anybody got any topics they want to talk about in the chat?
Joe
Frank
Lewis providing evidence that Cody Patty was not in prison.
Well, we already knew that.
Okay, the profiler role. What do you mean? Marv, were you really CJ.
What is that?
True Crime Jesus.
No, I was not True Crime Jesus.
He's in Canada. Yeah, he's in Canada.
Huh. Yeah, I think so. Straight. I don't think they do either, but we're not letting them give up on it. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
And the family ain't either. They got enough people up their butt, so it ain't gonna go away.
Trent. Sorry, I meant to write Frank, but not Randy, but panel. What's your thoughts on Joe Lewis providing evidence that Cody Patty was not in prison? That's on my case.
We already knew that.
You can get that right from the court documents that we knew he wasn't in jail at that time.
Yeah, I mean, think about it, guys. Who was Kelsey with during the first day of the search?
She was with Cody.
Yes.
Cody came after quickly, got off work and come to help walk with her.
Yep, he met up with Kelsey and they walked.
All Joe had to do was go on my case and look at Cody's documents and charges, and it told you when he got out of jail. He didn't need to call the jail to find out.
No, Abby's death on her headstone is the 14th, not the 13th.
Right.
Libby's death is on the 13th.
Mark, that's coming soon. I'm getting a hold of the other Mark here this weekend, and I will be setting up a time with him and his family to come on here, and we will be introducing Tabitha's story. We had to wait because Mark had a death in the family and had to leave, and then I went to New York. But now that I'm back, we're getting right back on that.
Okay, so Paul was in Delphi in June 19th. So I don't see any further updates on his Instagram, but that doesn't mean anything either.
See that? See that, Marv?
What?
Look on the screen.
What?
Ah.
It's all right. We invite him in.
As long as he behaves himself.
Yep, as long as he behaves himself, we ain't got no problem with him.
Now he's saying he's not AASB and
He's not. No, he's not. I'm going to say, where's he getting that at? No, he's not.
He's not.
He's attacking him, so he's
all
attacking.
Right.
Oh boy.
I'm going to make this clear. We're going to make this clear right now, guys. We've had this rule from day one. We are not here to discuss other creators. We don't do that. When you badmouth other creators and talk smack about them, it makes you look bad. And we don't want that with our channel. So people, please quit bringing up other creators in our chat. Much appreciated. Thank you.
Let's see here. Cynthia, it says, Randy, when testing the girls scream at 101 Bridge, could you hear? Oh, yes, you can. That's why he did the under the bridge and the north end of the bridge. You can still hear them screaming far away. If you're standing on that trail, you can honestly can hear them screaming if they were.
Yeah, we did a test back in March when we all went to the Memorial Walk. We all did a test that day. I was on one side of the creek where the girls were found, and Marv was on the opposite side directly across from me. I can hear Randy. I can hear Randy from where I was at, and he was on the north end of the bridge.
Mm. Was that case Molly solved through the DNA that they're trying to the same kind? What is the company that they're trying to get with the Ramsey case? Because you know how there's new technology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if that's the same thing.
I wonder if it's the Familia or the.
Yeah,
there's a specific name they're using for it.
I'm blanking on it right now. But that's what they want to. That's why they want to test the John Bonet stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if it's the same kind of stuff that they use for that.
So SP74. So Dan and Shelby should have heard them. Yep. They should have heard them. from the north end.
Savannah, Randy is not wrong. I have been to Abby's grave. Her grave site says the 14th. Libby's says the 13th. I've been to both.
And I don't think there's any pictures of Abby out online, is there? I don't think there was, because Anna had a problem that she didn't want Abby's.
I have pictures of both graves for myself.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about out on the internet or anything, because
No.
according to what I've been told, Anna didn't want that picture out on YouTube or on the internet.
Abby's headstone says the 14th, not the 13th.
Yeah, if you look for Libby's headstone online, it would say 13th for her.
But Abby says the 14th.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm finding pictures and it says the 13th. Did they change it?
And not on the headstone, shouldn't.
Does.
Well, they change it back.
That's what I'm wondering. Because I just Googled it and I'm finding multiple photos.
I looked at it a long time ago. It was the 14th.
I'll have to look at my pictures. Maybe they
I'm
did.
wondering if they changed it because I'm seeing a photo here. Let me share it. See if I can send it to you.
Why would they change it after?
I don't know. That doesn't make sense either. All right.
Hold on, I'm looking.
I'm gonna send the Abby's one to. That's weird. Because they kept talking about it.
Be,
I don't know where my pictures are right now.
Okay, I just sent it to you on Messenger. To you.
Yeah, it's got changed somehow.
Because you sent it to you, Marv-N-Frank, on Facebook Messenger. That's weird.
So,
why would they change it? Gosh,
I don't know. I know.
Her obituary was 14th. I remember one said the 14th and one said the 13th. I remember that.
Libby was on the 13th. Libby was on the 13th, and
there was a lot of controversy about that. Why one said one date and one said the other. I do recall that. It said Jumpin' Jack Flash said only her obituary said the 14th.
Well.
I'm
curious to see what your picture does show, Marv.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and find it.
Because did you get the picture I just sent? It's weird.
Now, see, I don't understand it. Both of them now says February 13th, but I know Anna wanted it on the 14th.
It's weird.
So somehow it's changed then.
Yep, I've got it. Yep, it says the 13th.
What the heck?
It
weird.
Was. So they must have changed it.
I don't know why they would, but okay.
Well, you know how we can find out.
Because I remember the picture a long time ago. It said the 14th.
If we go on that video of the walk that Greeno did, he showed it.
Yeah, well, y'all have to do some research on that to see.
Why Anna got mad is because he showed it online.
Well, let me see here. Hold on.
We can go on there and see what the headstone says.
All right, let me go look. I'll go look. Hold on.
Anna Lissette, yes, there's been so much fake information out on this case for the last 5 years.
Yeah, we were just saying that charismatically.
You know, I mean, that's why we haven't been doing a lot on the Delphi, because we're having to dig through information to confirm this, to see what's real or what's fake and what's garbage. I'm sure you understand what I mean.
Error. Let's see here. Where did he put it at? There's one.
I don't remember which walk it was, but it was the one before I started going. I know that.
Oh, well, it was winter time.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I know. Ah, okay, here we go. I think it was 2020. Yeah, it was 2020. Hold on.
Because you should be able to forward through it till you guys go to the cemetery.
Yeah.
That's strange. So now I was
All
going to go to bed, but now I want to know. It's gonna keep me up all night.
All right, getting closer. Hold on.
The things that keep us up at night.
Oh, yes.
The date on
me.
the
Well, it does say February the 13th on that one, the time.
Wow.
But
Okay.
animated the 14th, she said.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, straight from the horse's mouth. I got somebody coming over later. I'm going to be doing what you're saying there, bro. Believe that.
So she must have kept it on the 13th, but I know she said she wanted Abigail to be on the 14th.
Yeah, it's weird though. I thought it for sure that one of them. I thought it for sure because I remember reading about it.
Yeah, that's what I have.
And everybody had a fit because Abby said the 14th, and they're like,
Yeah.
why is it the 14th?
I think it was at the funeral home.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe because at the when they were doing things at the funeral home, that could be why. But she might have changed her mind. But I know when she said it was on the 14th.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, though, I have a gut feeling that something's going to happen with this case between November and January.
Well, we'll see.
What's up, Grismatic?
What's up? They've always been. I guess that was debated. I thought for some reason the same thing, that it was the 14th on hers and 13th on the other.
Okay, well, here you go. This is what it says. Died Tuesday, February the 14th, 2017.
Where's that? Where's it saying
That's
that?
That's in Abby Williams'
Obituary?
obituary thing here on Find a Grave.
Okay.
Age 13 of Delphi, died Tuesday, February the 14th, 2017. So there's the 14th right there.
There it is.
So she must have kept the 13th.
Wow.
But she's showing February 14th. So yes, it is February 14th. They declare her dead on February 14th.
She must have decided to change it before they made the tombstone.
Headstone. Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be it. Because it says she died February 14th.
Yep.
Okay. Well.
So it is correct. She died on February the 14th, but on the headstone it says February the 13th.
Yeah. Go figure. Only thing you could think of is, like you said, that because they take some time to make those, so she might have changed her mind before they did it. Yeah.
I mean, you got to realize that coroners can determine within a few hours the time of death. They can tell by lividity, which is postmortem. They can tell by liver temperature, body temperature. Because you got to remember, a body temperature after death drops nearly 2 degrees an hour.
Yeah. Pauletta, what difference does it make? Well, we like all the details. We all nosy. We like all the details. That's all you can say.
And Savannah just said that Ellie says BG was not witnessed by anyone after searching started. Well, that's what Doug Carter said during Meg Kelly's thing when she had the family and Doug Carter on there. No one saw BG.
Right.
Well, I mean, what the hell is that supposed to mean?
Does anybody know the name of the cemetery that Abby is buried in? I can't remember. I know it's in Monticello.
It should
Don't
say
say
on her
it,
obituary.
Yeah, well, don't say it.
And
If you say it, and Anna will get mad.
it should say in the obituary.
Just put Monticello cemeteries.
Okay.
Well, it was Abbott Funeral Home. That's all I think that's all that.
Yeah, Anna will get mad if to
Oh,
say
okay. I don't want to make her upset.
what cemetery. She doesn't want nobody to know.
Well, I'm sure it could be found out if they really want to know.
Stacy just told us where it was. Riverview Cemetery in Monticello. She should know because her and her husband do all those things on
Randy
their page.
just said not to say it.
Well, it's it's in the chat anyway.
But they
You're going to get yelled at Anna now.
Well, she can yell at me all she wants. It's
Poor
already in
Anna.
the chat.
Sorry, Anna.
No disrespect, you know,
She
but
already doesn't like Doug Carter.
I mean, if it's already in the chat, I mean, what am
I know
supposed to do?
Carrie doesn't like Doug Carter at this point. She's about ready to go after her.
I feel for her, man. It's like, yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If you want to know, you could look it up. It's not like it's not available, but there's no reason to make it like keep talking about it. You could just say, you know what city, and that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can find about anything on the
My
internet.
uncle is buried out in that cemetery. He shot himself in the head because of Vietnam.
Oh boy, PTSD.
So, yeah.
That's sad. That's awful. What did the FBI tweet? What are we talking about the FBI?
What about FBI?
Somebody was asking about Vanessa. Marie was talking about the FBI. What are y'all talking about the FBI tweeting?
Anybody see the tweet by the FBI
What they're
analyst?
talking about? What are we talking about?
Well, what tweet is it?
She's the retired. I'll give you her name. Hold on. I messaged her.
Jennifer Coffin-Doffers. Coffin.
Stacy, cool.
Coffin Daffer.
Coffin-Doffers.
Jen Coffin Daffer.
I love her.
Young guy, huh?
Yeah, I reached out to her. I'm waiting on a response from her. So
She's awesome.
That's the corner of that guy, young guy.
I like this comment right here. Frank always looks like his arms are missing with his background.
you still can't even see him with my arms up.
No.
Well, damn.
I bet Blaze will just fit in the photo background just perfectly.
What, Bubba? Do you hear us talking? He's sitting there staring right at me.
Yeah, stories from the stone. Stacy's fine. It's fine. You know, Anna has to know that it's out there and anybody can find it now.
Yeah.
Because some guy did it and Anna's blaming me. Well, you put that on Fine Group. I didn't put it on Fine Group. Sorry, I didn't. I don't know the guy.
Who puts all that stuff on Find a Grave?
It's usually the historical people or person who goes out there and puts it in the computer system under Find Graves. It's their
job.
Way, yeah, their job.
Huh. Joe would know. Stories from the stone. Who puts all that stuff on the line?
Yeah, they
It's
do.
some guy.
I love reading through his Facebook groups and seeing all the different graves that they visit, and
It's all on a volunteer basis most of the time. Okay.
Yeah.
I love that she's got Harmony as her little banner thing. Jennifer Coffin-Doffer.
Come on, you were driving. I was driving. Well, I was driving all right.
it wasn't me, by the way.
I love it. Come on now.
All right, we got 143 in the chat and
Wow.
only 58 likes, guys. Let's hit
Push
that
that
like.
like button.
Oh, okay.
Let's smash that like button, guys. Deb, you guys decided to finally take a break, huh? I was wondering why I didn't see a live schedule for you guys. I was like, that's unusual for them. They're usually on every other day or every couple days.
All right, there's my link again. I'm gonna pop off because I gotta run at 5:30 in the morning.
Oh my goodness. I'll be sleeping.
Me too.
I know. I'm
Unless my phone starts going off in the middle of the night. Hey, I need you to go live. Marvin's done that to me. I need you to go live.
Not in the middle of the night, though.
Well,
that's crazy.
10
She
o'clock in
must
the
be
morning,
walking her sleep or something.
I'm not even awake at 10 a.m. and she calls me at 10. We need to go live. We need to go live.
Oh, yeah, I
I'm
did
like,
do that to him.
I was like,
I did do that.
Okay, give me a few minutes.
Well, you know.
I'm like, we're going live in 5.
She just totally like goes, okay, we're gonna go. Okay, yeah.
It comes in like, oh, I'm not even awake. I'm like, suck it up, Buttercup. We're going.
Thank you, Stacy. I'll think of you when I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
Well, I only have 8 tomorrow. I did 10. I did 10 miles last Saturday. So I run walk, so I'm not very fast. So.
Oh, you are one of those fast walkers.
I do run walk. I do 30 seconds of running and then 30 seconds of walking, and then
Have you ever watched that fast walking event in the Olympics?
They're crazy, man. They do this weird. We have race walkers that do some of the races, and I don't know how they do it. It's like I think they're gonna hurt themselves.
I used to walk all the time for newspaper deliveries.
Who did do that when we was kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remy's comment says, Marv, you so bossy, laughing out loud. Yeah, when it comes to Frank, I am. Someone's got to keep him in line.
Hey, I was good the whole week you were gone.
He was actually really good. He really was. He was good.
What's up, Pauletta?
All right, y'all. It was fun. It was a nice little wind down for the crazy week that we've had. And I thank you guys again. Once I get my community tab up, I'll be able to share more stuff. Yeah, race walkers will mow you over. They will. They're crazy. They seriously are. I don't know how they do it. They go, and you're just watching them going, watch out. They're dangerous. And some of them could really walk as fast as a runner.
Shannon, do you do marathons or half marathons?
I've done 6 marathons. I'm done doing marathons. I did New York City twice. And that's why I love New York, because I was born in New York. And I just do half marathons now. And I've done, over 40 half marathons. So
8-ish.
Now when I was in the military, I would do 6-mile runs and stuff from marathons when I was over in Germany. But you got to realize that was 30 years ago, over 30 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm not no young buck no more. I'll run 10 yards, and you better have an oxygen mask for me.
Send you some cash. What happened there? I missed something.
Randy, did LE ever actually drag the creek, or did they just
that
surf
was
it?
the 4? You see the 4 or 5 or 6 divers walking the creek. That's what they were doing. They're scuffing up the dirt and rocks and everything with their feet. That's how they searched the creek.
Wow.
Yes, they did.
Okay.
Hey, Pauletta, won't you send me some money?
I know. I just joined that you can buy me a coffee place thing, because I thought that would be cool to add, just in case people go, oh, I want to send you a few bucks. I'm like, you could buy me a coffee. I was like, I don't even know how it works. I just joined it. I think it's up to $20 to get it, but I'm like, that's cool. Hey, why not? For fun, All right, y'all have an awesome night. And I know we will talk again, I'm sure this weekend or whatever, see what's going on with your other case first and see when we can continue with the Flora fun.
Okay.
It's not really fun, but you know what I mean. So it's but I hope you guys have a great rest of the night, and everybody be good.
All right. Thanks for joining.
All right, y'all. Bye.
Bye. Long shake. It was up to your knees. In the creek.
I'm not doing no marathon. I could barely walk.
Like I told you, you get me in a marathon, you better have somebody right next to me with an oxygen mask.
It'll take you a whole year to train for that marathon.
Oh my goodness. With my fibromyalgia, there's no way. No way. I mean, you guys got to realize I move furniture in the house,
Yeah.
And then for 2 to 3 days, I'm down. I can't do nothing for those next 2 to 3 days.
And I could just see Marv right now trying to move a couch, and she's in her socks, and her feet are just slipping while she's trying to push the couch.
Shut up, Frank. All right, okay, so you want to know what my son picks on me the most about? I sat on the floor in the office here one day, and I was filing, and I was putting all the papers in the files. And I only sat there for about a half an hour, 45 minutes. I got up, and about 3 hours later, I threw my back out, and I was down for 4 days, all just from sitting on the floor. Whoa. So Mark's like, Mom can't even sit on the floor anymore.
When your ass gets old, Marky, we're going to come back and say the same damn thing to you, young man.
I know. So I'm like, he brings that up to me all the time. Even in New York, he's like, no, Mom, don't sit on the floor.
You kidding me?
No.
Oh, my gosh.
And I've got this mindset now at 53 years old because I was a scrapper in my younger years. If I was to get in a fight with somebody right now, if I ain't knocked you out in one punch, I'm ready to get my ass kicked and I'm gone.
Yeah.
It's no different.
I love the kid to death, but there's times I want to throttle him.
Mother like son.
Yep. Mark is savage. Yeah, he is.
Hey, Dad, you want to join us? You want to come on the panel? Since you guys have taken some time off.
JP? No.
He went off. Yeah, he went off.
Well, the last information that I gathered on JP, and I even researched it, there was a warrant for his arrest back in July.
Oh, yeah, I remember that now.
So, and everybody's back on that bandwagon again, and I'm like, Lord. See, that's why we try to limit what we do on Delphi right now, because everybody's doing the same thing over and over and over. And once again, Joe Johnson made a good statement. You're beating a dead horse by continuously going over the same information again, because it's not leading us nowhere, and no new information's coming out of it.
A long time ago, I said I did enough what I can do on the case, and keep repeating the same thing. It's just not getting nowhere. That's
no.
Melissa, my trip to New York was wonderful. Yeah, I agree. That's why we moved on to Delphi, and we're going to go into Tabitha here, because it's just the same old information. Until something new pops up, what do we talk about?
All right. For the last time, nobody's been arrested for the Delphi murders.
No.
Ron Logan wasn't even arrested for the Delphi murders. He was arrested on a different, separate situation.
Breaking his probation.
Yeah. Hey, Deb, do you want to come on? I'll send you the link.
Do you guys know anything about Kelsey's boss?
Which boss? Which boss? She used to work at Blue Moose in Delphi when this all happened.
Yeah, I guess there's that girl that's missing out of Delphi. This is what Melissa.
MM.
Who's MM? Molly.
So wait a minute. There's a girl missing out of Delphi.
A new person now at Delphi. When was this? I never heard of that.
What the hell was that?
Girl 16, Kalia, been missing 3 weeks. Can you clarify?
Cleo?
Kalia.
Clea? Hold on. Clea from Delphi, Indiana, missing.
According to Heavy.com,
Be quiet. Delphi missing girl update.
Give me just a second, guys.
When did this person disappear?
Oh, California, not Delphi.
Kayla or Keela?
Kayla?
Yeah, it was in Delphi. Okay, so no wonder we can't find it.
There's a girl missing out of Evansville, Indiana.
Deb's got to leave for Chicago at 5 in the morning.
Oh. Safe trip, Deb.
Hey, Polygraph, you should know that we spend hours on day reviewing cases. That's Kylie. That's how you pronounce that. That Randy is
Yeah.
Kylie.
Kylie, okay.
Because Shannon did the same thing, and somebody had to correct her on one of her videos. She kept saying Kaylee, and I said, "No, Shannon, it's Kylie."
I bet they'll find her in one of these waters.
That's what I'm thinking. Also, either that, because I saw somebody else doing something on it today, and they were talking about Mexico. And that was my first thought when the case came about. I said, either she's in a lake in her vehicle somewhere, deceased, or she's been abducted and somebody's taking her to Mexico, because I saw somebody else, another chat or another YouTube, they were talking about that somebody had seen the license plate of her vehicle down in Arizona. And I said, well, if that's the case, that means that they could possibly head to Mexico. My nose is running. I don't know why. Melissa, what are you talking? Oh, go ahead.
Do you know if Michaela Hartman was dating in 2017 Carroll County Coroner who did the autopsy on Libby and Abby? Jordan Cree? I have no idea.
I believe she was dating Pope Joy at the time. And then they split up, and she ended up getting with what's her married name now? Oh, I can't remember her married name now, but she's married now, so.
Yes, AWP are looking for Kylie right now.
Melissa, something about they saying traced fentanyl.
They showed the route she would have taken home, no steep drops. They
agree.
Well, if she's in the water, AWP will find her.
Yes,
they're
Vince.
good looking. They're real good looking for her.
Hang on.
Yeah. Michaela's married to Dale Babcock now. She's married to Dale Babcock. That's who it is. But she was with one of the Pope Joy boys before all that. And don't forget,
Babcock.
It's Dale Babcock is who Michaela is married to now.
Yep.
You got to remember back then. Well, no, I just lost a train of thought on that. Oh, what I was getting ready to say was Michaela was supposedly best friends with Garrett Kurtz. But then again, rumor was going around there was more than just that going on between them. And then they had a falling out in January of 2017.
Yep.
And then what really bothers me is that LE automatically assumes that the girls were at somebody's house not answering their phones. How do you know that? Not every teenager does the same thing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then for them to call off the search like they did, I don't give a damn if you're shorthanded or what it is. You got 2 missing girls.
Okay, I just saw a comment. Hang on. Somebody asked about the Tabitha case. Okay. Molly, what we're going to do is the first live stream for this, we're actually going to have the family come on. And we're going to have them tell you about Tabitha's case. So then everybody will know the story and the facts. And then after that, we're going to work with Steve on some things with Mark and the family, and then bring you additional information. So the first live that we do will be basically the story of what happened to Tabitha.
It's a messed up story too, man. I read
Yeah,
through
and then
some of those.
the next few lives will be about, you know, what's happened since then. You know, there was a trial and an acquittal and all kinds of things happening. So there's going to be several lives about Tabitha, but the first one, we're going to let the family come on and tell you what happened to her.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked when I was reading through some of the documents that we have on that case, and I'm like, how in the hell did this happen?
I know.
As far as one of the guys taking a plea bargain, they dropped the murder charge on him, and then the girl got acquitted, and the other guy they charged with it, they ended up dropping the charges completely on him. I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
I know. Yes, it's Tabitha Shucks Rains. So, all right, everybody. I know this is kind of quick, but I got to go. Like I said, my husband is going to be working down south for possibly till the end of September during the week. So he is leaving on Sunday. So he's like, I'm going to town. You coming with me? And I'm like, yes, because I want to spend some time with him. Since
we promise you guys that we will be on more often. It might not be about Delphi, but we'll be on more. Like I did 4 lives last week, guys. You know,
Yep.
And yeah, I'm sure you guys really appreciate it because you guys don't see a whole lot of us. But once again, we have to explain that we are going through so much paperwork.
Yeah.
We can't just sit down and talk about one thing because a lot of things are tying into the same thing that people want to talk about. So we got to review all that stuff.
So thank you for being patient with us while I was on, actually for the past few months, you've all been very patient with us, and we want to thank you.
Everybody, make sure you go check out Randy's channel because he's had a lot of good stuff out here the last few days, the last week or so.
Yeah, his Facebook channel too, because he's got a lot of information on there.
Right. So, but you know what, guys? You know what time it is, right? What time is it, Marv?
It's that time.
Peace out. One
love.
Bye.
Love y'all.
Bye.
Bye. What's up? Oh, got to end the broadcast first.
Have a good night, everybody.